Banter greatness. Our skilled stylists say your haircut details and clip notes for the look we love almost as much as your tip. We got you. We got this. Great clips. It's gonna be great. Tape. Total tape. Easy. Fast. You tape. Holy tape. Total tape. Construction adhesive tape features an exclusive mesh reinforced formula for instant grab and permanent hold. Let's try it. Totally taped it. Wow, you nailed it. I mean, you taped it. You totally taped it. Taped it. Taped it. Taped it. Ask for total tape for construction adhesive tape.
San Jose, California for tonight's Monster Jam action. I'm John Sapanaro alongside Kay Young, and we're going to be the host throughout the entire event. I'm going to be right here at the play-by-play desk taking you through all of the action that you're going to see here tonight. But working harder than anybody else in the building, the woman to my left, Kay Young, she's going to be in the stands with all of you. She's going to be back in the crash area in the pits, keeping you up to date with everything going on with these Monster Jam trucks. Isn't that right?
That's right. I think I'm having a little too much fun, though. That intro song was just amazing. But I will be back behind the scenes letting you know what's going on with your favorite Monster Jam truck. But, John, I think the people that are going to be working harder than you or I, than anybody, are going to be our UNOH technicians and crew chiefs. They have had a lot of work to do here thus far. I know event number 1 was pretty easy, but today, this afternoon, it was pretty hard on them.
It absolutely was, and it was sort of like the broken planetary event of the weekend. We had, I think, 3 different trucks break planetaries throughout the event, and Kay, you can speak so much to these Monster Jam fans, you know, what the planetary does, but really it's driving power to each one of those BKT tires, and at 650 to 700 pounds each, you need a lot of power to turn those tires.
You definitely do. So a planetary is held up by a bowl gear, so it's the round gear, and then you're going to have 3 gears inside of that gear, okay? And then you're going to have a sun gear, which is in the middle, hence sun gear. You're going to have the 3 rotating gears going around that sun gear. And what that does, like you said, it drives power, right? So when it drives power from the engine through the drive shaft, then those gears help turn those huge BKT tires. And like you said, it was the broken planetary event number 2, I guess. All 3 Monster Jam trucks. We had Earthshaker, we had El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger all needing a fix.
And, you know, if the fans see, one of the telltale signs of a broken planetary is the locked up tire. If you see somebody out here doing a run, and we can check out on the video board here, I think Kay's got some footage from earlier, but if you see a tire just lock up completely, and 3 tires are spinning, and 1 is locked up, that is usually a telltale sign of a busted planetary. Kay, that's a little bit of what you're looking up before. With the busted planetary.
Yeah, so that is the broken planetary. You can see inside, that's one of the gears that is broken. Now that is the brand new one. You see the 3 gears right now, and now I'm going to be putting that sun gear, like I said, that gear in the middle. So that is what a planetary looks like, and of course it helps drive power from that motor, from that transmission, from the drive shaft. Those gears just help it turn more. It is so heavy, you know?
And it's one of those things, the reason why we bring it up, not only because it happens so often here this afternoon, but a busted planetary is something that can happen pretty much at any point. There is fatigue on those gears that can go, but it can also happen due to impact. It can just happen also out of nowhere. You can put a brand new planetary on a Monster Jam truck and have it fail almost immediately. So it is a pretty common problem to happen 3 times to 3 different trucks in one single event, okay? A little strange.
Yes, it is, but you know what? It's motorsports, and a lot of these drivers, a lot of our UNOH technicians will also tell you, that just comes with the job. That just comes with motorsports. This isn't stick and ball. This isn't basketball hoops. This isn't footballs and goalposts. This is motorsports. So you might have a fuse, a $5, $3 fuse that could just end a run, but end a championship as well.
Absolutely, and it's not always about the cost. Sometimes it's about the size, too.
Yeah.
I remember talking to a few of the drivers on Stadium Championship Series Blue, and they said, the reason why I couldn't run in freestyle, it was a piece the size of a penny, the size of a nickel. And, when you think about a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, when you see these trucks hit the floor, if this is your first time here ever at a Monster Jam event, they are so immensely powerful looking, and they are power. There's power behind the look, but it can come down to the tiniest, most inexpensive piece in the world that can throw the whole thing into disarray.
Yeah, and there's so many components to making a Monster Jam truck. It's just like your personal vehicle. I open up the hood and I'm like, oh man, I don't even know what I'm looking at. The same kind of thing here with these Monster Jam trucks, especially since we've got all these different mechanics. We've got EFI systems, electronic fuel injection. We've got, different parts of what we would consider the stick shift or, the gears. They've got throttles, they've got, rear steer, all these different things that that help make these Monster Jam trucks what it is and what this sport really is as well.
Absolutely, and there's so much to get into here at Monster Jam Trackside. We're going to talk to several of our drivers, some right here at the Monster Jam desk, some down on the floor, and of course, Kay can get into some more technical aspects with a few of those drivers as well, but there's so much to do, we're only just getting started, so settle in for the rest of Monster Jam Trackside.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without the education. Learn more about your future at UNOH.edu.
At Lucas Oil, we take pride in creating problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle and make it run longer, so you can focus on the things that matter most. Whether it's commuting to work, visiting a loved one, taking the kids where they need to go, going to a big game, or anywhere life takes you, Lucas Oil is committed to getting you there for all of life's important moments. Lucas Oil, it works.
Incredibly talented field of 8 competitors here tonight and all weekend long in San Jose. So let's take an in-depth look at each of them, starting things off with Jurassic Attack and the man behind the wheel, Dalton Whitener out of Knoxville, Tennessee. He came in second place for the overall event championship earlier this afternoon, falling just short of El Toro Loco. But for my money, he is one of the fastest, one of the most technical, and one of the most consistent drivers. Definitely somebody you want to look out for. Coming up next, we're going to keep it with Team Throttle Monster, and it is a driver making his debut this weekend, Devin Winfield behind the wheel of Megalodon, and I can't think of a more appropriate truck to make your debut in here in the Shark Tank than the big shark known as Megalodon. But of course, he is a former USHRA safety official here at Monster Jam, so although he's driving for the first time this weekend, he is no stranger to the sport. Then we'll turn our attention to the person who I think is having the best 2023 in the entire sport of Monster Jam, and that is Tyler Menninga. And you look at some of the reasons right there on the video board. Not only is he the reigning World Finals Brake Clips two-wheel skills champion, but he also won his Stadium Series championship. And you can add that to the trophy case for Tyler Menninga. He has 4 Arena Championship Series to go along with that stadium. And earlier this year, he had a streak of 15 overall event championships in a row, broken by Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Now we'll jump back to Team Throttle Monster and turn our attention to Bailey Shea, the woman behind the wheel of Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She is an original Triple Threat Series competitor. Took a few years off of Monster Jam to start a family, but she returned to full-time competition at the beginning of 2023. And it has been a non-stop marathon from Arena Championship Series West into the summer and now into the fall, and you can definitely see the wear and tear on that Monster Jam truck. But over the last couple weekends, her team has really had it dialed in Los Angeles and here in San Jose, and she's able to ride that momentum to the tune of a second-place finish in Monster Jam Freestyle earlier this afternoon. Then we'll turn our attention over to the local product, Jeff Souza from Tener, California, just about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from right here in San Jose. And every time Jeff has the opportunity to get behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck, you know that he is going to bring it, but especially when he is so close to home like he is here this weekend. And of course, he is driving a very appropriate Monster Jam truck. He has a construction company that he owns and operates, so what better truck to be behind the wheel of this weekend than Earthshaker? We'll keep it with Team Throttle Monster and turn the page to David Olfert, the man behind the wheel of Velociraptor, and he's a former UNOH Monster Jam crew chief for 9 years running. He crewed for some of the most popular drivers and trucks in the sport, and even built these Monster Jam trucks from the ground up, so nobody knows him better than David Olfert. And we'll keep it with Team Throttle Monster for another driver making his racing debut this weekend. It is Tim Hall Jr. behind the wheel of Scooby-Doo. He's got a lot in common with his teammate over at Team Throttle Monster, another former UNOH Monster Jam technician who is now driving for the first time here this weekend. And last but certainly not least, it has been the man of the weekend and perhaps the man of the last 2 weekends, California's own Armando Castro from just down the freeway in Whittier in SoCal. He broke the streak, like I mentioned earlier, of Tyler Menninga, who had 15 overall event championships in a row. He did that last Sunday in Los Angeles, California, and since then, he has been unbeatable, starting his own streak, a little bit smaller, but nothing to sneeze at. 4 overall event victories in a row, including both so far here in San Jose, California. That is the stacked lineup we have coming at you this weekend here at the SAP Center.
Well, just as we saw, John went through our field of competition, and like we said, that we're going to talk to some of the superstars competing here tonight, and right now I'm joined by Jeff Souza, the driver of Earthshaker. Jeff, you know, John and I were talking a little bit about how it was the planetary Saturday afternoon event. You know, everybody was breaking something. So how is the truck looking for you? You know, had a little time to kind of check over things as we get ready for event number 3.
You know what? It feels good. I mean, I came out in freestyle and I kind of took it easy still. The donut was good, but in freestyle I took it easy trying to fill it out. That truck has had just a set of gremlins in it, man, and we can't seem to find them all. Like, we're good one show, the next show we come out, it's another gremlin that fights us. But it felt good. We've had some steering issues. You guys are sitting out there fighting it. Can't figure that out yet either. I'm hoping we got it with that planetary. I'm hoping that planetary was locking me up as I was making my turns and stuff. So either way, I'm going to hit the one on the right and just let it go, you know?
So those turns, let's talk a little bit about those turns, because the turns are going to be really crucial here for our first event, Monster Jam Racing. So when you came out there, event number 2, how was the steering pretty stiff? Like, you had to take it wide. What was kind of going through your mind, and kind of some of the things that you had to adjust?
Well, the rear steer in that truck is really slow, so I've got to set myself up different for my racing passes. Even in freestyle, when I'm coming off, I just was driving a different truck 2 weeks ago, so it's a way different setup. It's just like jumping in, you know, husband and wife that are here, one jumps in the husband's car, the wife's car. It's different, and it is. It's the truth. So, I mean, it's kind of the same scenario. I got to get used to it. By tonight or tomorrow, I'll have the truck figured out again. We just got to learn to make our adjustments. Any driver, they know what to do. But like I said, we're fighting gremlins. We should change the name of that truck to the Gremlin. It's just battling us.
I love that comparison, too, about going into different Monster Jam trucks. Sometimes you got to take the rental, you know, for the weekend, but you're with Team Throttle Monster, and, you know, you've got 6 trucks here. So I know you're always thrashing on yours. You kind of play double duty here a little bit. Of course, you've got some help in the back, but, you know, what they added 2 Monster Jam trucks here from Team Throttle Monster, does that really put pressure on not only yourself, but the team as a collective?
Heck yeah, it does. If we want to eat dinner tonight, it does. No, but hey, there's so many guys back there. Like earlier when I broke that planetary you mentioned, I was in the truck. The tire wasn't even on yet. They said, hey, get in the truck, strap in these guys and get it fixed, and they did. I mean, there was probably 10 different guys, 10 different sets of hands that touch that truck in that front right corner. So we got good guys back there. Everybody knows what to do. Everybody knows what they need to do. It's just a teamwork effort. We're all out there having fun. I mean, we're here in front of these great fans. I'm close to home. I'm an hour and a half away from home, so there's nothing I'd rather be doing on a Saturday night.
Of course, represent your home state of California. Thank you so much for your time. We'll let you get back to your truck, look it over, and get ready here for our event tonight. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's make some noise for Jeff Souza, driver of Earthshaker.
John Sabanero here at the Monster Jam play-by-play desk, and I am joined by two of our superstars, and as a matter of fact, they are the two individuals who finished number 1 and number 2 for the overall event championship. Earlier this afternoon, we got Dalton Whitener in Jurassic Attack, and we got the man who's on the streak of 4 in a row, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Armando, let's start right there, because you were the person who broke the streak for Gravedigger, and now you're on a little bit of your own streak. I know it's not quite 15 in a row, but hey man, you gotta start somewhere, and 4 in a row over 2 separate weekends in 2 separate cities. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. You know, with the lineup we have here and last weekend in LA, yeah, we were able to break a Gravedigger streak, man, and I feel so good. You know, that guy's so good at what he does, that really don't make it easier on any of us. So, yeah, you know, take it. You know, 4, you got to start somewhere. I don't know, man. I'm just having a good time out here. Of course, being home here in California, it's just awesome. You said to yourself, I kind of crank up the heat a little more when I'm performing my home state right here in California. And of course, on the Gente Latina, man, someone's got to be representing. So I'm just excited. That's a new game, new show, new event. So we're gonna put that in the past, and hopefully we can go 5 for 5 here.
And for you, Dalton, you came in second place to this guy sitting to your left, but that's something that you guys are all pretty used to, because the two of you were on Arena Championship Series East together. You battled it out week in and week out for basically 6 months with no breaks. Took a little bit of a break. You're back here this weekend, so you're used to battling it out with El Toro Loco and Armando Castro.
Oh yeah, 100%. Him and Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, we were fighting overall event championships in first quarter the entire time. I mean, if it wasn't one of us winning, it was kind of a rarity, honestly. You know, it was a great time, but you know, I think I took 4, 5, 6 weeks off from doing Monster Jam. I've been out on the independent circuit, coming back here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm tired of these guys winning. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Coming in second's getting old, so I'm wanting an overall event championship tonight.
Well, you know, it's funny because you know that we make our predictions as hosts at the end of Trackside. We'll do it coming up in a little bit. You were my pick. Armando's been on a streak, and I was close to picking him, but you drive real hard, man, and I know that any time that your tires hit the track, you can win. So selfishly, because I picked you, I was rooting for you too. But Armando, what do you have to do to keep the streak going? Because like you said, you got a lot of talent out here. A lot of great competitors. Everybody wants to win. And when you start winning 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, you got a big target on your back.
Yeah, absolutely right. You know, it's all about having a good time, man. It's so awesome to be winning, but at the end of the day, as long as I'm having fun, that means the Monster Jam fans are having fun as well with me. So, yeah, man, it's just, it really is not, it's difficult to be winning an overall every single night and back-to-back like I am now. But, yeah, I mean, I do have a big target on my back, and you know what, I kind of deal very good with pressure. I love pressure, man. It kind of makes me a better driver, and, you know, it's all about having a good time out here. I'm just excited, man. I mean, Saturday night, what better way to kick out some Monster Jam here? 7 o'clock, man. I'm just very honored to be here, not too far from home. I mean, of course, being representing Gente Latina. Claro, trato delante del Toro Loco. So having Latinos in the building right now, baby, make some noise!
Before I let you guys get out of here, Dalton, I do want to talk about last night's event for just a moment. And Monster Jam Racing came out of the gate, and it looked like you had some truck issues, and that really put a damper on your entire event. Of course, you rebounded in a big way earlier this afternoon, finishing in second place. But what was going on with the Monster Jam truck? Was it a little bit of user error? Was it on you? Was it on the truck? Because for the rest of the competition, you also seemed locked in, but that was not the racing pass that we're used to seeing out of Dalton White.
Right, yeah, it was a fuel delivery issue, honestly. Fuel filter on the truck was pretty clogged. I don't know what's been going on with it. It's been getting clogged a lot faster than it should as of lately. I don't know if I need to start looking at, you know, the fuel funnel we're using to put methanol on those things. Maybe it's clogged, maybe it's not doing its job. But I pulled back there in the back, you know, pulled the fuel filter off of it, cleaned it out, and it's been running strong ever since. Down here at sea level, that thing is making some power.
And I'm looking forward to seeing that thing continue to make some power. And who knows, like you said, you might even find yourself in the winner's circle holding up that trophy later on here tonight. But this guy's standing in your way. And of course, we have 6 other great competitors here all hunting for that trophy. But I'm not going to take any more of their time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Dalton Whitener in Jurassic Attack and your Loco.
Well, right now I'm in the stands joined by Tim Hall Jr., driver of Scooby-Doo, and we were just kind of joking, you know, about 3 years ago, I could barely tackle you to get an interview, and now here you are driving Scooby-Doo. I get to finally interview on camera, but, you know, what a long time coming. You started out, crewing for Team Gravedigger, helping out here in Monster Jam. You kind of switched roles now. You're still kind of thrashing, but you get to drive. What has this been like for you?
It has been a dream come true. Ever since I was a little kid, I see all the little kids out here that are fans. I was a fan just like you, and I also like working on stuff. So I worked on the monster trucks, worked my way up. I wanted to get that respect from everyone in the back, and I finally, 5 years later, I'm driving, and I'm loving it.
It's been awesome to see you really come full circle. Like I said, you know, we got to tour a couple of years together, and to see you now being able to drive. So for everybody out here, this is your debut weekend driving for Monster Jam. Of course, you've driven in other series, but what has it been like? Can you just put into words what this weekend has meant to you?
To be honest, it hasn't even sank in. Like, sitting here right now, it's hit me a little bit, but it's just been a lot of nerves. It's been a lot of eyes on me this weekend, and we're show 3 now this weekend, so I'm gonna try to have some fun tonight.
I know, speaking of fun, we've got 4 great competitions, and I know you love all of them, but which one do you think you're going to be concentrating on the most, especially with how narrow this track is? It's not necessarily, you know, it's not just necessarily wide, it's pretty narrow, especially for being an NHL hockey arena.
Yeah, it is pretty difficult to get used to. Like, I've been used to all the fairgrounds, speedway shows. You got a lot more room, and this is definitely the smallest track I have been on. And two-wheel skill, I've had a lot of fun with this summer, and I haven't really done anything super cool this weekend, so I'm going to try really hard today to do a good two-wheel skill.
We can't wait to see the risk out there, so thank you so much for spending some time with us. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise here for Tim Hall Jr., driver of Scooby-Doo!
Of course, we have unfinished business here this weekend in San Jose with 2 or more big events tonight and tomorrow. But you want to take advantage of your proximity, just a little bit of a long drive or a short plane ride down to Southern California to Angel Stadium of Anaheim for the brand new Superstar Challenge. It is coming your way in just a couple months on November 11th, and tickets are on sale right now. You can get them at monsterjam.com from your phones, from your seats right here tonight. So once again, you want to take advantage of your proximity here in California to Angel Stadium of Anaheim for the all-new Superstar Challenge. MAP TV is the official television home of Monster Jam, and what that means is every Saturday you can get a double dose of Monster Jam action. In the morning there's classic episodes, and then at night right in prime time. But of course, here on the West Coast, you want to check your local listings. You can get brand new coverage of Monster Jam stadium and arena action from all over the country and all over the world. So make sure to tune in. Join Scott Jordan, Leslie Mears, and the entire broadcast team all season long, only on MAP TV.
Monster Jam is on MAP TV. Witness all-out racing, massive stunts, all the acceleration, international, all in one place. This is a new era. This is Monster Jam.
For a closer look at all the Monster Jam action that is coming your way here tonight, let's take another look up at the video board and check out Track X.
As we continue getting ready for tonight's 4 competitions, it is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spinmaster. Epic Trust, Epic Stunts, Monster Jam. Our first competition is Monster Jam Racing. We will start with both Monster Jam trucks staged at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green. Their drivers will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track. However, the race could be run off the line or either in the straightaways with horsepower or with technical skill to the turns. That's where the skill, seat size, and precision of our drivers will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the turn in a smooth ride trick, never taking the foot off the gas, but they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight, narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up is the Brake Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, where our superstars will attempt the 2-wheel maneuver to wow you, the judges, using only 2 of their 4 BKT tires. In this competition, you'll see technical and combination moves combining skill, concentration, and balance. We'll walk some amazing maneuvers like stopping, drops, sky wheels, poppers, and whatever new innovative trick the Monster Jam superstars dream up. While the amazing University of Northwestern Ohio technicians gear up our Monster Jam trucks for the second half of tonight's event, the high-fly freestyle motocross superstars will take to the skies. 4 riders will do a quick warm-up session, and then we'll jump right into the best trick competition. The skill and athleticism of our FMX superstars will be on display as they may perform backnecks, supermans, whips, and maybe even a backflip. Next up is the donut competition, where our Monster Jam trucks return to the floor to perform their best donut. The drivers will have to read the dirt and utilize speed and focus to break the 12,000-pound truck, boost, and spin. To win this competition, drivers will have to conquer the laws of physics and spin a 12,000-pound truck in place like a top. You will score the moves based on speed, style, and accuracy. Tonight's final competition is freestyle. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete for your score by performing the most dynamic freestyle run. The track tonight has 4 unique obstacles which can lead to some awesome maneuvers. Each obstacle is buried into a corner of the pond and can provide the driver a different look as they attempt to perform a run consisting of big air, momentum, and wild moments as they compete to earn the highest fan score by you at judgeszone.com. This has been Track X, brought to you by Spinmaster.
Well, Monster Jam fans, you're going to help us crown a winner of 3 out of the 4 competitions, and of course help us crown our overall event champion. And that's how you're going to do it using judgeszone.com. So Connor and I are going to be working on that right now, and we're going to show you how you can score for our drivers. So you're going to log on to judgeszone.com, and that is what the screen is going to look like. And in just a moment, Phil is going to put up the, oh, there it is. Phil has just put up the QR code. And you can scan that QR code just in case you can't log on to your browser. Then you're going to be prompted to put in the code SAJ. You see it up on the video board right now. And you're going to put submit. Now you only have to do that once as long as you don't log off of the browser. And then you're going to see this screen right here. See it also up on the video board. And you can slide the BKT tire up or down to the score you think our drivers deserve. So we're going to practice really quickly. Pick your favorite number. Connor, what's your favorite number? 7.25, all right? So he's got his number locked in. Now he's got to click submit, all right? So you will have to click submit each and every time to enter your score. So right now you see it's tabulating. You got the little Monster Jam truck roaming around. And so what is going to happen is it's going to be tabulating. It's going to be the average score from all of you fans who use judgeszone.com. So we'll give you a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, Phil, what is our fan score? It is a 7.301. That is the average score of you fans, and that would be the score for that competitor. All right, so make sure you click submit and help us crown our overall event champion.
For one final time here during Monster Jam Trackside, I'd like to bring back Kay Young. And Kay, you know what time it is? You got to jump in the hot seat. You are up first to make your pick for overall event champion. Who do you think it's going to be with the trophy and why?
Listen, for the last couple weeks, I've been picking Tyler Menninger and Gravedigger. And do I think he has a chance to win? Absolutely. But we've also seen him not win, right? And I think somebody that's going to be able to really push him to his limits and really push the test on him is going to be Dalton Wider and Jurassic Attack. He has been phenomenal. As long as the truck is working, I think he has a very good opportunity here tonight to pull off an overall event championship. He's definitely very close here in event number 2 this afternoon.
Of course, look, all of the entire field that we have out here this weekend is extremely talented. Anybody anybody can walk away with the win, but it would be a little bit of an upset or an underdog victory for Dalton Whitener and Jurassic Attack, just given the fact that Tyler Menninga has been on an absolute tear for the entire season, and we have Armando Castro and El Toro Loco, who's got 4 overall event victories in a row. But, Kay, you and I are sharing a brain. I'm going with Dalton Whitener and Jurassic Attack. I picked him this afternoon. He just about took the win. He was 1 point shy when it was all said and done, so I think he's back with a vengeance. I talked to him up here at the desk for all the fans to see, but I also talked to him before the cameras went on, and he is focused and he is ready to rock, so I think he's the one with the trophy. One thing is for sure, whether the two of us are right or we're both wrong, these fans are in for one heck of an event here tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this edition of Monster Jam Trackside. Welcome to the home of your San Jose Sharks, and welcome to Monster Jam!
Well, Monster Jam fans, we are about to begin opening ceremonies, and we ask that you help us by taking out your cell phone and lighting them up as we pay tribute to our active military, veterans, first responders, and frontline workers.
San Jose Monster Jam was built right here in the USA. We are truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation on earth. We celebrate its strengths, freedom, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America! Presenting our colors, Scouting BSA Troops 2/394. Singing our national anthem, please welcome Maddie Michaels.
Stripes
San Jose, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam! Introducing the reigning 2